Well, Nisha. Hi. I'm sorry. I have a English disability. I'm going to get a disability sign so they let me park places. I can't spell or talk sometimes, and it's just ignorance. But uh, people treat me nicely because of the suit. I mean, I can't believe how because of I mean, this feels like a Superman suit to me. I put it on, and people are so nice to me. They don't know what an idiot I really am. That's it. Hello, Solaris. Hi. Let's see. We have people on Facebook or no? And don't forget if you're a member on Facebook. Uh, that's the paid. That's a closed Facebook group we have, and that's where I answer personally all the questions. Here, it's on YouTube, it's catch as catch can. Uh, but also, we have another platform because Facebook's such a pain in the butt. So if you join Let's Go Help on Facebook, you also get another one called Let's Go Help 2, 2, and that has nothing to do with Facebook. So it's a little less people sneaking in and trying to pretend they're me. On YouTube, I get that a lot. People will say, "Hey, Matthew, hey, this is Matthew. Just email me here or something, and I'll help you." And these people are charging $2,000, to help you get money, and I charge a 20, and they're I'm sure they don't have the background I have in this stuff, but that's America, I guess. It's also fraud and it's also immoral, but that doesn't matter in America. It matters just as it's legal, like the jacket. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's sort of my favorite. And then that's the inside. Actually, I was just at Safeway doing some stuff, and oh boy, it was nice things. And this morning when I did the video on my run, or it's a walk, really, I'm still a egotistical macho guy. Oh, I run 7 miles. No, I walk 7, 8 miles a day. I don't run. That doesn't show anyone down. That does show anyone down. Hi, Robin. Um, but you guys have been so wonderful in my life, um, and I just can't think of anything else um, that makes me happier than trying to help you guys. And because of the feedback you give me, it is just astounding to me. I mean, I had New York Times bestsellers and, sold millions or whatever. And it's not as rewarding as helping people one-on-one like this. And that's why I think, Robin, that's why the technology has allowed more people to find their niches. See, I don't need a million books to sell anymore. I mean, a couple hundred or 1,000. I mean, that's enough to keep me busy and to help people, closely and to see the results. And now I don't know if you're aware of that. If you remember, Let's Go Help, we're doing um, government grant training. So we have a training now. Sabrina and Mary have talked me into this, and thank God. Oh, Dee Dee, haven't seen you around. And so we week of training, and it's not like it's 7 hours a day or something like that. No, 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 no. It's just that you do it on your own time or whatever, and then you have to report to us on what you do, and the people who report the two. We pick two people every week and give them a $200 grant a piece, and we'll do that week after week after week. Now, we just did our second week. We just announced two more people that are going to get $200 a piece, and that's really to get you to do this. It's so easy not to not to take the effort that's really required. So that's why, to me, when Mary and Sabrina came up with this, I mean, that's making you responsible for the effort. And if you put in the effort, something's going to happen. There's no guarantee anything, but the only guarantee is if you do nothing, you get nothing. That's the guarantee. So, and we want to just push a button and get the money, and it's not going to happen that way. And that's why all the other members in Let's Go Help are just remarkable people. They share so much. I just got a letter today, or a notice, because I answer every question that starts. Ain't that the truth, though, about what, Stephanie? Uh, the that this woman who got a grant from the government for her business, and she just got an email that they want to send her another grant. So she got a grant for 1,000, then she got 9,000, and now they want to give her 5 more thousand. Right? She didn't even ask for it. And actually, that's at the EDIL. I mean, that's the emergency money at SBA. Go look at that, because they're trying to give away. They have to give away all this money. I think they have by the end of the year to give it all away, and they got a lot of stuff left. So you have to do that. I need help with my utility bills. It's over 23,000. Solaris, there's a lot of help with utility bills. If you remember, I'll give you the guidelines. I mean, I'll send you a report, a step-by-step video of how to do that. Now, there's 3 things on utility bills, okay? One is the emergency rental assistance. So what you want to do is find out where the emergency rental assistance program is in where you live, because it's a national program and they send it out to local offices to give it out. And the local offices are like, there's 500 of them, and they're sitting on so much goddamn money. It's also for rent and utilities. So see if you could get that. Okay, now if you can't, that's okay. I'll show you another place. There's 2 websites that are really good, because you have to do 211.org. I'm going to type it in here and find help. Findhelp.org. Okay, those 2 websites. Okay, you go to those 2 websites. Okay, and those. Oh, I see we have members. Good, thank you. Go to those 2 websites, and I'll members just ask me. I'll give you the video instructions on this, but it's basically this: how do I get help from Michigan Home Repair? Easy, Carly. If I don't get you somebody in Let's Go Help wants home repair in Michigan, yes, I have a video explaining how to do that. And if I don't answer your question here by the end of the day tomorrow, just write me a new discussion, start a new discussion with that, and I'll send you all the sources to check. And Charlie, I can't tell if you're a senior, they're so small, but if you're like 55 or more, so there's something also in addition to what I'm going to send you, called the Area Office on Aging. Now, if you're a senior or helping a senior or something like that, that's a good place to find out about programs. You call them up and say, hey, I need this because I'm a senior, or I need this because I'm helping a senior. And they'll tell you about what they know about. They keep track of those things. Now, all these people that I give you like this are a start. They're not, if they say there's nothing there, that does not mean there is nothing. That just means they don't know of anything. Now the real work comes in. And that's what I'm trying to make sure everybody does, is go out and do that real work, that ditch digging work to do. And that's what the training is all about. This is a free training. This weekly training we have is absolutely free. And we give you money when you finish. Or actually, everybody doesn't get it. Just 2 out of the people. Now, last week, we only had 10. This is the first week we've done it. So there's a good chance you get money. $200. I mean, well, that'll keep you in bubble gum for a while, right? Okay. Now, where was I? Oh, the Diane Brown. Hi. Oh, Charlie. Okay, 78. Okay, so, that Area Office on Aging. Okay, I'm going to send you both the links of those tomorrow, Charlie. So if I don't get it, then you yell at me. Because you got to yell at me, because I'm an old guy and I think I'm not old, and I try to do things like I'm not old, and I do 15 things, and oh shit, what am I doing? I forget to do things. Yeah. I called Senator Bobby Scott's office in Newport with no help. That's okay. That's only one of about 12 people you could call. So you just go down that list. You don't stop. You go down the list. Yeah. Another member called up. She called 7 and finally got one back that is getting her money now. The government owes her from unemployment money that they screwed up for 8 months. And finally got one of the elected officials going to get it for her. And so she's all set. Now back to the utility money. Okay, so those 2 places, okay, besides the national with ERA, which is Emergency Rental Assistance, ERA. They have a lot of money in this program too. They've only given about out like 60, 70%, if that. And that's the national program, but it's a different office everywhere locally. Emergency rental assistance. Okay. So if that doesn't work, then you want to go to 211.org and then also findhelp.org. Okay. And .org. Don't fool around with anything that's not .org. Okay. Or gov. .org or .gov. That's why you don't want any of the .com unless you really know your shit, and been around the block doing this a lot. Then you can pick out the good .coms. There's so few of them, you just don't want to bother, and you just run into people who want to get your money, but you want people to give you money, okay? And that's why Google is terrible for that. Because Google needs money to survive, and they have a big monster that has to be fed. And so the people have to advertise there, and they have to get money from you to give to Google and to keep Google fed. But now here's how you use 211 and find help. Now this is very, very, very important, because what's going to happen, you'll put in utility. Okay. So help with utilities. Okay. And you'll see a whole bunch of organizations in your area. So you put in your zip code and everything. So all these local nonprofits that have money. Mo, how you doing, Mo? Mo is just a delight. She works with us, and she's a researcher, single mom. Single moms in this country are the backbone of our country. They're the most, unappreciated heroes in this world. Just think if we didn't have these single moms taking care of these kids. Kids are the most important thing. Anyway, Mo, thank you for being here. Okay, so when you go into 211 or find help, and you find the offices that help you with utility payments. I was a single mom. So was I. No. And utility payments, and there'll be a list. It could be 20, 30 people. You call every one of them. Don't look at it and say, oh, I think that's not for me. Oh, maybe no, I don't think so. And then you'll call one or two and they say, no, there's no such thing. No, you can't do that. No. I've applied and been approved twice for a 3-month period in a row. Great, Robin. See, each time it changes and becomes more complex. Actually, a lot of them are becoming less complex because they got to get the money out, and they had too many requirements. And that maybe because you already got it. I don't know. No, it doesn't matter what it is. Just do it. Yeah, somebody's gonna get some free. It takes you a half hour more, an hour, or a day more. What the hell? Where else are you gonna get that kind of money? So that and you can't change it anyway. So just don't fight it. Just do it. Personal grants for Chicago, so to pay bills, cars, start a business. Yes. Okay, you have to call every one of those and utilities. You could do this for mortgage. You could do this for any kind of rent, even, because if the local rent, the national rent program doesn't help you, then you go to those two websites and you call everyone on the list, and you call them even if it doesn't sound like for you. Why are you calling them? You think it's stupid? It really isn't, because you don't know the system. I don't know the system. Every system is different, how this money goes in a local area. What you have to do is talk to every possible person who's familiar with the system to find loopholes and possibilities that nobody else knows about it. You can't sit there. I can't sit here and dream up, oh, there's a little thing over here, I bet in rent, you could use that. No, it's only from people who've been studying this for years, months, or whatever. And that's who these people are. So they're people, when you call up and talk to these people, you don't say, I want a grant. Give me a grant. How do I apply? How do I apply for it? No, you call up and say, I have problems with utilities. Can you help me? I have problems with rent. Can you help me? I have problems. Don't ask for money. You have a problem that you're asking for money. You think you'll solve the problem. Okay. But to make it as broad as possible, to make people think, because I'm looking for a grant to pay utilities. I have none. Sorry. Bye. No, I have a problem paying utilities. Can you suggest help? Do you have help, or suggest somebody else to help me? Now, and that's what you have to do. You can't just, because it's easy for them to say no and get on with their day. Don't forget, you interrupt their day. You interrupt their day. They don't do 15 things. Oh shit, I got to answer the phone. Okay. Yeah. Give away money here. What can I help you with? I want a grant for this. No, this lady, I'm sorry. We have no grants for that. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oop, ding. It's over. No, you call up with your most human voice possible. You want to be a human. You don't want to, have a script. Oh, can you help me do a lot of money, please? No. You want to be, hey, oh, hi, I'm Matthew Lesko, and man, I'm really in trouble here, and I don't know what to do, and I wonder if you could help me. I own a bunch of money on utilities, and they're going to cut off my rent, and I don't know where to go. And I see your organization does something in this line, and I wonder if you know any places that I may be able to turn to help solve this problem. See, something like that. Now you make them dig deeper in wanting to help another human being. Okay, you're a human. We want to help humans. It's a natural. Well, for most humans, there's some I know that aren't as helpful or don't care to be, and that's fine. No, ignore them, and you'll run into them. What about disabled folks that need help with phone, car insurance, and car sales? I mean, you want to sell cars or you want to buy a car? Yeah, we got lots of help. It sounds like you're a yes, Deliana. Deliana, I think you won something. Which Deliana is that? We just announced the winners. Is that Deliana Moreland or Deviana? Oh no, that's Deliana. No, I'm looking for Daviana. Close but no cigar. Moreland? Is that you knocking? Because Mo, do you see the listing of winners? We got the listing of winners for the October 4th. We're giving out $20,000 a month now. We've done about 4 or 5 months, and we just announced today the new winners. And you want to take a look? I don't know. You see, is that backwards or what? I see it backwards, so it's not going to help anything. How do you get it on backwards? Well, it's on the recent video that I have on YouTube and on Facebook. But we just picked the winners, and I think we have one more we have to give too. Yes, how exciting. Great. How do you win? You just have to tell us in 3 sentences, 3 words, or as long as you want, as little as you want, what you would do with $1,000. Do a video or just in the description, the discussion that say you want to apply for the grant, and I'm going to use it this way, XYZ. That's it. Or do a video and send us. And that's on Let's Go Help. So you got to be a member. So, but that's just one of the things you get, and see what we also use that for. When you say you want money for something like that, then we could show you also other programs that you may be able to get solve that financial problem with. And that's it. Oh, it's not backwards? Oh, good. No, Betty, good. So I'll put this up a little bit if you want to see that. See the names there? This is on Facebook. Okay, here on YouTube. That's still a little funky, if that's not backwards. Okay, disabled. We're working on a state-by-state report for all the programs for disabled and seniors. And we're working on another one for people raising children. So the single moms. If you want, single moms, I think on YouTube, the single moms there, and by the way, like Mo, I mean, you are, the heroes of America. And there's no about it. Actually have a scholarship up in a community college that's just for single moms. I mean, there's nothing more important in our country right now than the single moms. They're carrying the whole burden, of everything that's important in our society. And that's why we got to get more single moms Congress to get laws and things like that. How do I enter for November? Yeah, just you have to be a member. Let's Go Help, and in the description of the, if you're on YouTube, look in the description. I got the links there. So if you want to join without Facebook or with Facebook, and actually, no matter which one you join, you're automatically a member of both the Facebook and the non-Facebook one. And I'm not single. Oh, you're not? I thought you were a single mom. Sorry, Mo. uh, and well, moms are so important. And let's see, how do I sign up for a list? I just want to get out of debt. Please help. Lily, okay, we have a source, of what to do, but if you don't want to sign up, here's what you would do. You go to hud.gov, hud.gov, and you make an appointment with a HUD counselor. HUD counselors also work with you for free to solve your debt problems and debt relief and credit problems. All that is for free. Don't go in Google. If you get in Google, you're going to get sucked in to somebody who's going to try to get money out of you. And I don't know that's good or not, but you don't want to do that. If you're worried about debt, last thing you want to do is give somebody else money. And the other way they get money is they make a deal with the credit card companies that they get a piece of what money they give the credit card company. So you can get that money instead of them. And that's why these other people are doing it for free. And that's important. Because they get grant money from the government to help people who don't have money to get this done. See, there's always an option, but you don't know that, okay? Oh, but the raising children, okay, if you know or know, we have a lot of grandparents now raising children too. So we're doing a state-by-state listing of grants for raising children. And that's available. The whole state-by-state listing is available free. Just look in the last two videos and on YouTube, on Facebook, just let us know. We'll send you that list. Pick out your state and look at what we did for your state. I want to get some feedback on what we should add. What are we missing? I was a member last month. They stopped my UIB now. Cannot afford it anymore. I understand, Dee Dee. You have other links, programs for disabled veterans. Yes, for veterans, where you want to go to the For veterans, you should find your county veterans service office. They're the people that get more money for veterans than anybody else. Now, again, that's just a place to start. That's not it. They don't know everything, but they're a good place to start. And that's what you want to do, is start there and see what they do. Try to make an appointment. You want to talk to as many people one-on-one as you can. That's the only way you really get good stuff out of the government or anybody else. If you're sending in an email and that you're just a digit, and it's easy to flunk you. And if I'm busy doing something else, I'm not going to be bothered. Now I need to how to apply for the $1,000 grant. Well, apply for that, you got to be a member. Once you're a member, then once you're a member, well, if I forget who said, you played for 3 months and you can't afford it anymore. Send me an email. I don't know who that is. Okay, and Miss Patterson. Okay, yeah. And let me try to help you. And if you don't hear from me in 2 days, just yell at me again. That means sending me louder emails, I guess. Let's go free, RADIO, gmail.com. And remember, anybody who says there's somebody on that will come into our discussion and say, let's go. And they'll say Radio Free Let's Go or something like that. Something that sounds like my email, but it isn't. and they're going to get money from you. Just don't give money to anybody who says they're going to get you. Can you get rent bills and cell phone? Yes. I don't know covered back, but certainly covered forward on cell phone rent. You can get backwards. Pandemic rental assistance, your state. Yes. Almost every state has. Oh, is that okay? Different. Sorry. Okay. You're answering something. Good. Yes. And that's called emergency rental assistance. So if you just find that, most people will know about that now in the state government. But then if that doesn't work for you, then you have to find local programs. And to find local programs, you get that by going 211.org and both. You want to use both and findhelp.org. And even though there may be doubles, fine. Then just call the new ones on the second list. But you keep calling. The more you call, the more you're going to get. I brought a Let's Go T-shirt. Oh, wonderful, Steven! I plugged my poetry book on YouTube while wearing. Wonderful. Thank you. See, I'm just starting to maybe promote that. I haven't done much with that. Much because I want to do it. Are you a senior, Larry? I got a rental grant and they sent it to the wrong place. Okay, if you something like that and you can straighten something out, this is when the elected officials come in, and they're the people you want to contact. Is your elected official. When they're screwed up, you call the unemployment office 15 times and they still can't get it right. It's been, say, 8 months. Like this member who just emailed me yesterday, or actually sent me a post on how she waited 8 months trying to get the unemployment people to get her the money they owed her. And my daughter wears my Let's Go T-shirt, says she is Let's Go Wild Dad. Wonderful. Vets have a lot of options if you're here like a land of hope and resource. Let's Go is a place. Oh, thank you, Asian Petty. But anyway, where was I? Oh, I forget. You're a new member. Oh, thank you. I'm right, you're wrong. Call who? Call who what? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just whoever, the sources I give you, really the best way to use them is call them. Certainly you may not be able to do it all the time. Or so, I am a new member. How can I get a list of Los Angeles? I'm interested in grants and loans to purchase rental property. Yes, Ursula, just remind me if I don't tell you. I'll try to look at these comments, first thing in the morning. So if you don't get something in the morning, just by noon kind of thing, then just start a new discussion. Tell me this again, because I have a report for everything California, how to find this help. And that's important. So, okay. So yeah, and the discussion is how you get me. So, and Let's Go Help. What you do is is there a limit to how many grants I can? No, it depends. Some of them only give one, so you only get one from one place. And it depends if you're going to do it for every grant has different requirements. Don't worry about applying too many. You'll find out when you get the grants, because some are yes, some are no. You could say yes to anything because somebody applied a grant and said that they can't apply to only one. Fine, that's one. But there's 40,000 grants. So forget it. Just the hardest part is trying to find them. Try elder care locator. Yes, Mo. Yes. And that's rental grant went to the wrong place. Yeah. Was it? Well, yeah. I would call the office, that sent the grant and see if you get that. If they can't satisfy you, in a reasonable amount of time, then that's when you call, get Superman involved. And when you go to your elected official, you find all your elected officials in Common Cause and commoncause.org. You say, find my representative. And then you get a list. So you got about 12 representatives. You got 3 at the federal level and then a whole bunch at the local level. So you just start at the top and start calling them all until somebody gets there. I'm right, you're wrong. No. Okay. That's a great title, isn't it? I'm interested in grants and loans to purchase rental property out of state. Yeah. Well, then if it's out of state, you have to know the states you want to go into, Ursula, because they're the ones that are going to have it. So, because they have money for their housing in their state. One state, and that's where it usually is local. Local housing money is usually local. I mean, there's some federal, and they're worth touching base with. Actually, I just ran a new in bank rate, I think it's called. Uh, yeah, Bankrate. Yeah, I just found a great uh, listing of 5 first-time home buyer grants from Bankrate. And I know most of these, so it's a pretty good list. I mean, it's just part though. I mean, that's not everything, but it's a good list to start with. I'm going to put this in the YouTube, and I'll have it probably in the next day, I hope, in the for Facebook. Here's that link for the 5 for first-time homebuyers. Okay, need help with student loans. Want to finish school? I need help to publish my children's book. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, there are a lot of programs for student loans to postpone, to get them cheaper, and all this stuff, but they don't require any financial institution to help you. You go directly. Student. Let's see, what is it? Let's see, I forgot. STUD. Studentaid.gov. Yeah. So you want studentaid.gov. Go there and learn all the programs that are available, because it's all. Now, another one you can go to that has a lot of this, a lot of help for it, is consumer finance. .gov. Now, studentaid.gov, they also have an ombudsman there. So you could just send, if you look in probably in the last week, I did a video on all the new forgiveness loans for people with student debt. And in there, I have how to find your student loan ombudsman. You know what ombudsman? Both my parents, 71, 70 in ICU with COVID, and it's going to on for a week. Please give me any direction being helped them while they. Yeah, Julie, did I help you with this? This sounds familiar. I'm next of kin. I'm not able to work right now because going to see them twice a day in the hospital and trying to be on the phone to get the kind of assistance, any direction. Yeah, I got a lot for you, Julie. But I think I just answered something like this. I don't know. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was you. Did you see a listing from a response to me if you asked a question? Did you see see a response from me last few days? Okay. Yeah, those two studs. Bless you. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. SBA will take your EIN, Larry. The others have required social. So it depends. Yeah, everyone's dependent. Go. I mean, the real answer is you have to go and look at the application that you want to apply for. That's the only way you got the right. Anybody else is guessing and may or may not be right. Is there a way to find out about mortgage assistance for disabled veterans to avoid or stop foreclosure? Yes. These banks are bailout money and never passed down. Yes. Okay. If you have mortgage problems and worry about that, you want to go here first. justshelter.org, and they have free legal help in every state. So you'll go to your state and find probably about a dozen free attorneys that will know your rights and stop that foreclosure. Okay, and anything, they're all there to make sure you don't lose your home. Okay, that's what they're there for. So they have laws on their side, so you need laws on your side, and that's where to start. And they'll also know about other money programs. There's emergency rental mortgage money. There's emergency mortgage money. This is Biden programs, the new Biden programs that you want to know about. And you have to start calling. So you could go to 211.org and find help. And not to help. Oh, just help. Find help and call everyone under mortgage. call everyone under mortgage and ask them, tell them you need help. And what do they suggest? And to find local programs, because there'll be little pockets of money just for um, what your need, but it's going to take digging, and you really have to go out and dig it, because it won't dig you if you don't dig it. That's the way the world works, unfortunately or fortunately, uh, whatever. So Julie just turned in, first time to comment here on. Yeah, no, Julie, it seems like a part of the discussion, not a comment here. But did you request, like, start a discussion on this? Oh, it doesn't matter. If you didn't see it, that's okay. Let's do it again. I'll take, I'll try to, in the morning, take your request because the picture looks nice. The green, the two cuddly people. And yes, let me, woo hoo, it's a party, if you call it that. Whatever. I'm a new member, want to mentor and get training for applying for grants. Yes. Okay. If you're a member, yes. Okay. Then you sign up for, uh, go in the discussion. You see the front page of YouTube, I mean, of Facebook. On the top, there's something called guides, Guids. I see where you call me into and sent me some ideas yesterday. So I'm sorry I haven't had to check my. Oh, that's okay. Okay, good. Okay. Well, then if you don't understand or need more help, Julie, just start another one. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, actually, the picture is what reminded me. I'm terrible with names. I won't remember names. Can't wait. Talk to free, take the free classes. Yes, it's sort of an unstructured class. Here, you have to tell us what you're doing and how you're doing it, and then we guide you there. And then if you do the most during the week, actually the top two people of the week get $200 a piece. And last week, this is the first week we're doing it, or actually the second week, we only had 10 people. So you have a pretty good chance of being on top of that class. Can I get a grant for business? Yes, I grant you a business. uh, well, actually, the biggest thing right now is the EDIL, emergency um, um, grant from the SBA. So if you put sba.gov, put EDIL, and see if you qualify there, and just fill it out. Even if you're not sure, doesn't matter. Just fill it out and do it. That's the only way to know for sure. Heck of an incentive. uh, and then you. If that doesn't work, then what you do, there's no one easy place to go. And what you have to do, and every place is different. I mean, we're a big country. I love your suit, go bright and happy. Yes, Mrs. Green, I wish I had a green one. How about these glasses? Uh, do you offer free classes on how to get grant? Yes, Stephen, do. I think you're a member too. So you sign up for the classes, and it's um, take a free course on how to find personal grants, and then you get a chance to win $200. And like I say, it's like a 20% chance right now. So that's pretty good. And if you go, on the front page of the discussion, up on top, there's a tab that says guides, 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 uh, and you click on that, and it shows you how to apply there. Okay. If you have any problem, just start a discussion. Say, hey, let's go. Where the hell is it, you dumb old guy? Was it? Go over on on finding guys. That's right, Lou. Thank you. Do you have a free classes? Yes. I love your suit. Thank you. And can I get grants for business? Yeah. Oh, now here's how to get grants for business. Okay. After you go to the SBA, they got a bunch there. So look at that. And also what they do, a normal SBA loan, actually, they're forgiving payments for like 6 months or something like that. You don't have to pay. So that's pretty cool. And then you have to go local. And there's so many places local that the best way to do it. And if you're a member, we send you that list of all the places in your state that get grants to help people start a business or grow a business. So what what you have to do is take all those places and contact them to see what they have or see what else they know about. See, it's just not, here's an application and do it. No, you got to talk to people because it's too complicated to be able to know that. congratulations, you won Matthew's grant money. Oh, really? Lou who? Did he win one of the, what did he win, Mo? Did he win the $200 or the $500 or the $1,000? Oh, Lou Comfort, right? Is that it, Lou? Yeah, Lou won $500, right? No, is this you, Lou? Where? Let me work this out. Where's Lou? See the circle? Is that you, Lou? Oh, is Lou a her? Is that right? I am wanting my approval so I can start discussion with you on the private Facebook website. I'm waiting my approval. Oh, okay. I followed you since you put all the info in those large books. Yes, that was well, now this is easy. People buy those large books and just use them as doorstops. And that was it. No one does better than you when it comes to SBA grant or anything. SBA grant is the easy one. Now the neat stuff is local. Is there rental assistance just for seniors on SS? No, there is, but it's for everybody. See, if you're looking things only for seniors, that's a very small sliver. You want to look for stuff for everybody because that's where the big stuff is. That's where the elephant hunting is. But for seniors, okay, you want to go elder care locator, as Mo said, ELDERPA. Go there, search that, and call that 800 number and tell me you need help with your rent or whatever you need. And then they'll know about the senior programs. They may not know about the other programs. So you just have to keep going. The other thing you do is go to 211.org and find help.org and start looking there. But when you look, don't look for something perfect. Look for anything to do with what you want. You have to pay a mortgage, you got to pay utility bills, you got to pay back taxes or whatever it is, and call every one of those people listed on that topic. Okay. And that's the important thing. That's how you're going to get something. That's how you're going to make a change in your life and solve a problem. The problems that you created, took you a long time to create that, right? So it's not going to be push a button and make it go away. You have classes available. Yes, Annie. When do you want to come? Yes, they're starting every week. Every week we have a new class. You sign up, and then you keep a record, and then the teacher looks at that and to see how you're doing, give you feedback, and then the two that have the best record get $200 a piece every week. Every week we're giving out $400. Maybe going broke soon, but we'll worry about that when that happens. Right now, I want to encourage as many people as I possibly can. Best ever in the world hack on Instagram. He's an SBA grant method. He helped me apply for my SBA grant application, and it was easy. Got approval and try to. Who are you talking about? Me, best ever. HK World Hack on Instagram. You sound like you're promoting somebody else. The Method 100. We don't want anybody selling any services here. Okay, everything is on my website is free. They do not charge you for anything. So I'm a little worried about you here, that you are hawking something, because I am on Instagram, but I don't. Try him out and recommend him to family and friend. Yeah, I got to put. No, I don't want to do that. You sound too much like a scam. Sorry. Yeah, I keep doing it. Yeah, Mo, look for that stuff. These people sneak in. He's a hacker. Yes, thanks, Teresa. Yeah, Lou, check on Let's Go too. I know you did the congratulations. Hope it helps. Oh, wonderful. Great. I got my LC. Had stroke a week later. Woo! Thanks for your prayers and help. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. What are you trying to do? Geez, don't distract the man from his flow. Oh, oh, man, that's what life is. That's what you have to do. You have to be quick on your feet because it's easy to fall. But it is old, man. That's what I think. The problem is staying flat-footed or sure-footed. Delete that sucker. Yes, yes, Jennifer. Yeah, he's a scammer. Is there on you Facebook? There's a scammer on there, Jennifer, is there a scammer on you? Ooh, Uh, I apologize. I think we're okay on Facebook. I think it's on YouTube. Is there somebody on Facebook that's a scammer? Uh, yeah, we gotta. What's the website for free grants? Whoa, it's Let's Go Help. uh, that's the website. Here, let me send you something. Uh, let me get you something here. Website for free grant. Let me get you something here. Where are you? 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 Where? Oh, let's go to. Okay, here. Okay, I'm gonna get back to here, and here's the link. The best link to start looking for free grants. Okay, and that's our state by state mini grant reports. Mo knows that very well. Oh, I have a surprise for you, Twyla. Now, you're going to have to give me a lesson about how to say your name. I know a year ago you told me how. Look at that list of people who got $500. Twyla, you see that? You see it? You see it? You see it right under. Do you see it, Twyla? Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay, send Mary your PayPal, and we'll send you that. Okay, you're one of the ones. I sign up very shortly. I will sign. Okay, thank you, Doris. Maybe you see it on this one a little better. Oh. Do you see it there? I had nothing to do with that. Don't forget. Mary and all the other part-timers, they they're the cabal that decides. So I don't want to, so it doesn't going to pay you to sweet talk me anymore. They do it. But I do appreciate you very much. And thank you for helping us. And for your kind words that you've always had for me. Thank you. Boy, there's nothing better in life, I'll tell you. And that's what gives me so much energy to do this. Is that a thing that can hold you up, make sure it matches your IRS tax transcripts. So did I bought anything? Not sure what that. Where do I go to check the list? I just put up, there's a video on both YouTube and Facebook that list has a list of the winners. Buy your book in the 90s. Yeah, that's probably toilet paper now. Miss Green, I'm with you. I love Matthew, and people do not need to mess with him. I'd kick their butt. Thank you, Teresa. Well, I mean, people we're all struggling, and the people who are mean, that is, no, Twyla, you're just a remarkable person in my life, and I appreciate what you've taught me, and appreciate your life and what you're doing. Okay, back to. Now I got to put another brain on. What was that? Okay, thanks, Teresa Lowe for president. Yes, Teresa, you want to be president? Oh, Boy, that sounds dreadful. That's why I purchased stuff from you. Could you tell me how to get funding to grow my new business? Depends on kind of business. I needed to help purchase equipment, supplies, and space. Oh, space is free. Oh, I see, rental space. Actually, you want to contact all the offices that in your state that get grants to help you start or expand a business. Now, if you don't want to be a member, I have another way to do that. For $5.95, I give you a list of all those offices in your state for business or for housing or for paying your bills or how anything you want, education, healthcare, and that's at Let's Go Reports. Okay, Let's Go Reports.com is it's only going to cost you $5.95. Okay, uh, uh, thank you. Um, yes, I think Twilight that you want to use the money to help some people who really need it. See, that's another thing you can do with the applying for the grants. It is feel what we feel by giving money to somebody and helping people who need it. And people have been applying for the money like for their uh, brother's daughter, brother's ex-wife who is now in big financial trouble because the brother died and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of pain out there, you know. And I think if we're making money, it's stupid to have it sit in a bank or something selfish that I want. I don't need anything but helping you. And so I want to give all this money, if we make money, back to people who need it. I mean, in where I live in Washington, people spend $1,000 on lunch. Now that is immoral to me. You know, when there's people that I read every day who are struggling, and $1,000 would be incredible change in life. Yeah. I'm still rocking with you. I need funding to buy a facility, Georgia, for $250,000, and we'll be training institute for underprivileged. Well, I'll show you all the places, Annie. Um, and I have a list. I'll get it to you hopefully in the morning. I'll go through all these comments and answer them with sources to start doing it. And what you want to do, Annie, with that? Okay, you want a big chunk of money. Okay, now whether you get a grant or part of it or whatever, the sources I call you, what you have to do is start calling them and don't say I want $250,000 for a building, because they'll say we don't have it. You know, it's easy for them to say that, but if they get a big thing that size, but there may be 100 ways to do that. So what you want to do, the sources I give you say, hey, here's what I'm trying to do. Can you help me? You know, and have them stretch mind. Don't forget, you're thinking of this. This is your idea, and you think, oh, this would help me the most if I could get $250,000 and just buy the building. And oh, I'm done, right? But life isn't that neat. nobody, the rest of the world doesn't sit around and say, oh, let's see, what does Annie want? You know, I wonder. Yeah, she probably wants $250,000. So we'll put a special program just for Annies who want $250,000 to start. Yeah, and so what you have to do is find out what's there first and how to take advantage of it. 1,000 gold burgers. That's right, $1,000 gold. And that's what you do. So you go to the people who finance things like that and help with things like that, but don't tell them what you want. You want to just say in a general what you're trying to do and how can you help? How can they help you? See, so you want them to open your mind, because if you just say I want $250,000, no, we don't have it. You know, then you're gone. You don't know. You don't learn anything. Nothing. Paboopta. Game's over. You're back at the shitty job. Yeah. No, you have to be a scout. A scout understands what's there and then tries to figure out how best to use it all. And that's the way to do it. In other words, you want to be some kind of job. No, you want to go out and see what jobs are available, and then how can I use my skills to do that? Okay. For the current job. Same way with here's what I want to do now, and they have money that does things like this. Now, how can I learn about what they have that may be able to help me. So that's why don't give them something they could say yes or no to. Say, I have this. How can you help me? To say, fuck, lady. Yeah, we don't do any of this. Well, then where can I go? And that's it. Don't leave empty-handed. Give them a going away prize, Charlie. Tell them what we have for them. Yeah, I have stuck so many trees, Dental. I have shook so many trees. So far, no luck. What they talk good, but they do no good. Yeah, it's hard. You don't know. No. And don't forget, if you give up, you lose. Yeah, and that's you have to be more open-minded and start being a little more clever. I'll help you think through of that if you want. Lou, let's go. Your laughs and great energy are therapy during these hard times. Yeah, everyone is struggling. Love your glasses. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, they really do. Delightful person at Kaiser Permanente people with my yes. That helped me with this, and the one fitting the glasses instead of the doctor. I went back, they were bad, and the doctor couldn't understand why they were bad, and said, "No, this is the best we got." And the optician, I guess that's what you got for, as opposed to the ophthalmologist. Oh, she fooled around with it and found out the problem and was able to fix it and gave me a new one. Yeah, that was great. Don't give up, everybody. Yeah, that's right. You lose when you give up. That's what it is. And it's easy to do that. And it's easy to be lazy. We all instinctively are lazy. so you got to sit on the lazy monster somehow. I don't know how you're going to do it, but the lazy monster, the devil made you do it. That's a lazy monster. I filled out a jot form in the grant for the grant and submitted it. Will someone contact me? Or oh, you took a grant classes? Okay. Yeah, we just picked the winners today, so I guess yeah, we'll announce the winners. Yeah, and that's good. Hey, Matthew, are there grants for a single member owned business? Single one. Yeah, there's lots of grants for business. Now, they don't care if you're married or single or you're a chimpanzee, probably. They'll still give you the money, you're running a business. You never know. Yeah. And that's why it's all about, finding sources, evaluating, talking to people. The more people you talk to. That's why another great place to me is meetup.org. Meetup.org. If you want to start a business, you want to invest in real estate, things like that, that's another place to go because you can learn for free. Don't have people, you take this course for $300, $3,000 or whatever. No. You don't want to do that. My baby says, go to rehab. And I said, no. You don't want to. I remember Lesko, help in Pennsylvania. I'm from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It's a great place to be from, Wilkes-Barre. I don't know. But actually, it taught me about back in the 70s, there was a flood came back through Wilkes-Barre, wiped out my father's business, our home, everything. And the government came in and redid it all. I just, being in Wilkes-Barre, I didn't know about the government. I didn't know about nobody knows about any of that stuff. And that just astounded me. Yeah. What should I do if my mortgage company won't cooperate with a mortgage assistance applications? Okay. Well, then you go to justshelter.org. Get free legal help on how to handle the mortgage company because they have to not do that. Or there's ways they can't do that. And then also that's a good place to start for finding other ways to pay the mortgage company because there's a Biden grant for mortgage. So you want to know mortgage grants from the Biden mortgage. This computer does not spell right. Damn. So the Biden package, okay? I hope I was always the only one. And So there's a big mortgage, and they still have money around. I don't know exactly in your state. You have to going to check, but it's all from the local offices that give that. So where you want to check, I mean, if it is a mortgage, I guess it is. Yeah. So you want to go to 211.org and findhelp.org. Call about the legal stuff first because you want to know where you stand legally. And then go to 211.org and findhelp.org and look under mortgage, and then call every nonprofit and government office that helps you with mortgage, even though you think they could help you or not. Uh, and it's, oh, Annie, thank you for saying that. I know it's hard. You have your heart set on something. I just know that I failed so much in life, that, man, what I've learned is nobody's out there trying to make you fail. I mean, you may feel that way. Now, what you have to be is a clever little devil and figure a way around it, that's ethical and whatever, I need a car. Yes, Turo. Uh, I think that's Turo.com. It's a car share business. Look up them. They have a brand. They give you grants to get your own car, and if you long as you put it on Turo to make money on it too, and it's for people who don't have a lot of money. It's for so you don't need perfect credit or anything. They want you to get a car and then use it partly on Turo where you can make money on it. So here's somebody going to give you money to buy a car, so you have a car, you could use it, and then put on make money with that car because you have a car. They put it on there, and you have a car, so then they make money, and they share it with you. Now, also all the rideshare companies, like Uber and Lyft and all those, they have programs where you could buy a car. So you make money with it by driving for them, and you have a car. Because money's almost guaranteed, so you don't have to worry about paying it. Because by driving people or delivering is another thing. You deliver, for DoorDash and things like that. What do you? Thanks. I think you're a scam. I don't know Hack Squirrel on Instagram, and that this is. What about fix a SUV for work? Well, there are grants for that. It's harder, maybe easier to get a new one, but they're nonprofits that give grants. If you go to 211.org and findhelp.org and look under car repair, okay? And that should, see if there's anything locally. I mean, there's a lot of churches now that are repairing, cars for people for free because you're right. See, if you need that for work, man, then you're stuck. Yeah. And that's it. This is the third one I see, a man and now a woman. Oh, I see. This is, Texas, don't help. Edward Health, try and join your local chamber of commerce to see what other businesses are doing about financial assistance during these times. Yes, and also there's them, but more the government. You have economic development. You have an economic development in your city, your state, your county, regional, things like that. Good evening. I want to start an online business. I work full time. Need a side hustle. $5,000 grant would work. Well, Peggy, it probably would. And in St. Louis, I'll show you, Missouri, show you all the programs that help people start businesses and have All those tricky scammers, yes, they are. They're smarter than I am because they work on being devious all day long. I don't spend so much time on that anymore. Mine about homeless because I can't live with my mentally abusive ex anymore. You got to get the butt out of there. A good place for that. You have trouble with an ex and abuse, whatever. Is every state has what's called a women's commission on women's commission. And you're in California, I think. I personally spoke to some people there. They were, for a member, and but sources of help, they're very good on that. Okay. And that what help is available and how to do that. So the woman's commission, and that if you remember, we list them all in our free legal help report, state by state. We have a free legal help report that we have, and they're just a wonderful source for those kind of issues. Yeah, I need help with debt and business, and like my life is falling apart. I worked this hard in the past year. I don't get, but it won't go back to her. Good for you. Well, you want to get help. If it's a business, if it's help, first for your debt, go to hud.gov, hud.gov, and make an appointment with a counselor. Look for housing counselors. Those housing counselors are also credit counselors and all that stuff. So they'll work with you on the debt and the credit and all that kind of stuff. And I'll do it for free. Okay, so that's one thing. Now for your business, if that's screwed up and you got to help with that, there's free mentors for that. And that's at the Small Business Development Center. And where you do is you go America's SBDC, .org. So you want America's, oh, I got a W in there, America's SBDC.org, and then also HUD.gov, and look for counselors. Okay. So make an appointment at americasSBDC.gov. It's free, and you get an expert in business on how to handle that debt. Man, a good friend of mine was in that room. I worked with them and worked together, and she figured it all out, and with their free help, and that's it. So you don't know your options. You got to see somebody who's worked with people, been in that situation 30 times, 50 times, 100 times. This is the first time. You don't know what the hell to do. And all you've learned to do is all the right things. Well, it's no more time for that. And the Women's Commission, that's the one for me. They help with legal stuff too. Yes. Oh, you use that, Mo? Huh. I paid up for 6 months, bought some other reports, but I didn't see anything that was geared towards the help I needed. Well, if you're a member for 6 months, tell me what you're looking for, and that's what the membership is. You tell me what you need money for, help with, and I do the research to find the best sources of free money for that. Yeah, I'll be questioning a mentor. Great, and that's what I do all day long. That's what I'll be doing all day. Jay, where can I get free legal help with a heliographic will? I don't know what that is. Legal aid said they can't help me. Second, where can I get grant training? We have grant training, but it costs you a membership of $20. And then you may even win $200. Actually, 20% of the people who were in the training last week won $200 each. So that was neat. I help with debt and business alike. I need help when my life is falling apart and I work so hard. Yeah, I think you just forget. Okay, you want to go to start with? If you're not a member, that is. Remember, I have other stuff, but here, best place to start at HUD.gov and search for counselors. Okay, and then. That's the okay, and then I think I just answered it. Then you go to America's SBDC and make an appointment. And these are all free. Okay, you get a free business counselor and you get a free debt counselor. Okay, what more can you ask for? Yeah. may not work, but it's going to be a place to start. If you don't stop there, if it doesn't work, then you have to keep going somewhere else. How do I sign up for a grant training? GoHelp.com. Become a member. That's the membership, $20. And people don't want to become a member, then you can get the reports. And these will give you all the listings for every state, what you need to solve, where to go to solve your problems. And that's Let's Go Report.com. Okay. And that's how to get help without having to be a member. And those reports are $5.95, cheap as I can make them, I think. Confused, does the grant training help with writing a grant or just advice on applying? Same thing. Tell you the truth, nobody needs help writing a grant. Very few people, but you don't know that. See, so what we concentrate on, the hard part of application is finding the goddamn application, filling it out. We'll work that out later if you really need help, but you won't. Most of them, unless you're a nonprofit and looking for $1 million or something, then yes. But otherwise, man, you'll see it's not. And if it is a question, you fill out the blank what you can, and then I'll show you get all the other answers answered. I just got mine for $5.95. Yes, Candace Parker. Yes, I appreciate everything you do. Confused as grant writing help. Yeah, I mean it's a misnomer because the history of grants and everything like that. We call things by the wrong names sometimes, and people have that's right. We all speak English, but not the same English. Like if I said love, there's 18 different shades of love, right? I love this pen. Well, that's not the same as getting married, is it? But we use love again. Yeah. Good evening. Where can I find grant money that would help in renovations for commercial bidding on a property that I also reside on? Multiple unit duplex, both properties need a lot of work. Unfortunately, I'm a man and no Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what that meant. Avis, yes, there's a lot of repair money. The good stuff is going to be local, and it depends on zoning. And there's just, you have to start digging. Where do you start digging? If it's, your HUD counselor will do that as a place to start. And also because you have it for a business, well, then I would go to your SBDC. Oh. I mean, they help businesses of all kind, and they know they're local. See, they're local experts about what's available, and that's who you want to go to find local stuff. No Sunscape. What Sunscape, Mo? Oh, maybe you answer. Oh, I see. Do you have to belong to Facebook, become a member, enter the contest? Well, yes. You have to remember, Let's Go Help. Is that what he means, Mo? Maybe I missed something. Seeking money, I will hire veterans and homeless people that will assemble and package my money and water saving international patent toilet handle. Oh, cool. To flush genuine toilet water save. Oh, great. Well, again, it sounds like a business grant you want, and so you're going to create jobs and jobs for that. So there's a lot of local money. And so what you got to start digging locally. And that would be in the economic development offices, in your state, your city, your county. And when in doubt, you start with the small business development center. You start with your elected officials because they'll want to help you. So you're creating jobs. And that's what every politician wants to do, is help create jobs. Thank you so much for taking the time to reply. If only there were a men's commission for people in an abusive situation. Yeah, I think they're working on it, tell you the truth. Yeah. Well, what do you think, guys? I think I'm going to call it a day. I got to now answer the questions because I get other questions for all the members, and I got to do that. and do that first thing in the morning too, and try to finish as much of those as I can. I even did score. Good for you. Yeah, you try everything. I paid to sign up and was told I had to be a member of Facebook. Oh yes, but if you're not a member of Facebook, then I see what you remember. Okay, then go here. Here's how you can sign up. Okay. You have no Facebook access, and let's go help. Let's go dash help dash two dot mn dot co, not com, just co. I-C-O. Okay. Oh, Dee Dee. I wish I could see all you folks real. Actually, I think in the training we're going to do some what do you call it, Zoom training, and so I'll be able to see you guys better. You passed me over. I didn't speak any specific reason. You had to retire as a hairstylist. I bought a mobile home 8 years ago. The central air went out 3 years ago, and it's full of mold. Ugh. Oh, Bryn Johnson. Okay. If you're a member, let me know. If you're not, then start. Lou will unmask. Start looking at. And when the 211.org and gethelp.org, you start calling people. So you want home repair. Okay, everybody listen for home repair. And I know it's a mobile home. That's okay. Just ask for home repair and start talking to all those people listed under home repair and ask them for other advice. Okay. Thank you, Melanie, for all you've done. And good night. Thank you, Teresa. I'm not a hero. I'm just trying to schlep through. I'm Uber and DoorDash. Oh, hi, Ben. That's good for you. I signed up on DoorDash yesterday because you could make money with DoorDash walking. See, I walk 8 miles a day. I said, oh, maybe I make a few dollars doing this. See, the mortgage grant from Biden might be available beginning. It's there now, Lou. The mortgage grant from Biden is there now. Is there a similar mortgage program? Yes. It's not to buy a house. It's those who were late with mortgage. But there's another program where here's some other grants for home buyers for down payment stuff that I'll probably put up tomorrow. And which is a good start. And see, if you're a member, I'll give you all the programs locally, wherever you are. Oh, on the spot, yeah. See, you could use a walk, on bicycle, anyway, and do it. Okay. Look at that mortgage help. Okay. That's for buying a house. But if you already have a mortgage, there's grants to pay back mortgage payments. I'm a nurse aide and I've worked my job for 30 years as a 10-8, so I'm not doing it anymore. Well, I hope I could help you a lot, but yes, you can. Oh, cool. Can't find lunch to purchase a mobile home. Some folks are hungry, unfortunately, yes. Listen, guys, I'm pooping out. Okay. I got to get up and work a lot for you guys. And I can't wait to do it. It is not work at all for me. This is art for me. And you provide me with a wonderful opportunity to help you. And that is a gift to me. And I thank you for it. And I appreciate you very much. Thank you.